Hello Meridians, today I will tell you the story of how I conquered some of the most dangerous threats in Meridian. And also got conquered. But first, you must know I got absolutely trolled by receiving the absolute wrong item in the last video. You see, Finale gave me the helm I wanted. Or so I thought, until I was doing some research and realized the item I had actually asked for was called a Magic Spirit Helm. But I received a Surplus Legion helmet, which is actually categorized in my research page, as trash. So now I have no relics. But you might remember I got a gift from Mayhem, which is gonna be revealed later to make this a bit more interesting, so for the time being I will begin by saying I continue to receive the true Asmongold experience since I got a free 150,000 shillings from Joseph JJ as a gift for being an absolute gigachad. Now, it was at this point I decided in order to become the true giga pure-hearted Chad I was meant to be, I was going to learn magic from Shaelil, which is the divinity school that defies coarse corrupt arts. But before I could learn it, I had to get good karma, because apparently I have not been a good boy and so I had to redeem myself by killing all these massive worms which gave me positive karma, so I went and became the most powerful paladin that now has the ability to heal himself and others at will, while also clearing some debuffs and shit. Right after I declared my judgment to the righteous and the good, I went to see a full-on war between some of the absolute best gigachad player killers in the game. At this point, I have also gained the trust of this fool. And he gave me the key to his house. In there he explained to me that you can actually decorate your own room in Meridian by obtaining this super rare colorful rocks that drop from this super rare ass mobs that have a chance of dropping them. It's actually really cool. I then went to get more HP since the cap is not actually 100, but instead, it is the sum of whatever points you assign to stamina while making your character, plus 100, which in my case is the absolute maximum of 150 horsepower. I also joined, by totally legit ways, this absolute amazing minigame called the Assassin's Game, which consists on players getting a black dagger, which will have the name of their target on them. However, there will also be another player, which will have a dagger with your name on it. Your black dagger can only injure your target or the person who is hunting you. You may only use the black dagger to kill the other person, since utilizing any other weapon will be considered normal PvP and mark you as an outlaw. I actually got to kill my first target. And I actually never saw my second target log, so I can't show you much of this for now. But I did manage to scam Bjorn for some blue dragon scales and also went ahead and sold Henry some of the loot I had stolen from him before. Him an angel, I know. Then, while I was showing my new guildie how to loot this crate, I actually got backstabbed by this invisible freak, Morgan. Which actually killed me before I realized what was happening since I had my game audio off, and totally missed the warning of him hitting me. But well, it is what it is, so I have already lost this game of the assassins, but I will win next one, right? Well, that doesn't matter for now, because while I was grinding for more HP I was actually told to be careful since there was a hacker online, a vicious player called Vincefield, which has been apparently playing for the past 15 years, doing only automated player killing while logging dozens of characters in a matter of seconds to scout around areas and kill players. It's said he only logs late at night so he can avoid the admins, and some people believe it is actually one of the admins running in a rampage since, you know, he has not been banned in 15 years. But anyways, it was also at this point I decided to take the Henrys into an adventure, but I had to get ready first, so I went ahead and grabbed the super ultra epic sword, Mayhem, the god of chaos and destiny had given me, which is actually just a rare short sword, but it is actually fucking amazing, and it has this super cool enchant on it that will allow me to keep it even if I die. It's awesome. So then we went into the orc caves, and deeper we went. Once we reached this place, we had to split up in order to access the boss's lair, but while I was making my way there with Blue Dragon Lord, he started to act a bit weird. So yeah, I came to the conclusion he was a bot, so I abandoned him and just kept going. We then went inside the boss's lair, and it was epic. There is this maze-like zone you gotta get through, but once you reach the boss's room, it is chaos. Filled to the brim with orcs, cave orcs and orc wizards, but also the orc boss itself, which is actually super easy to kill. Once we were done, we went to get the loot in this treasure room. And went away. Only to soon after, begin another hunt, but this time we were going back for the Yeti boss, which is also actually quite easy as long as you have a hammer on you. We also then went into the spider caves, which hold the Spider Queen. But it's also got this maze area, which we tried to get past for like 30 minutes until realizing the entrance is actually from the top side. We then killed the Spider Queen. And looted some spider eggs. Now, at this point this guy called All-American, who is also the guild leader of the guild All-American, explained to me that guilds in this game can actually declare war on each other and attack each other in the world without any penalties. And it also happens that they are in war with the Infernal Chads, so we might happen to see some action soon. But in the meantime you gotta know that after that day, I woke up to this very interesting piece of mail, that said our guild hall had been conquered. In only a 2-hour period, someone had betrayed us and emptied our chests completely out of anything that was worth taking and took our guild hall from us. We also lost some gold that had already been set to pay for the guild hall. And the trust issues begun, so within hours, our guild chat became a mess of people accusing each other of betraying the Henrys, pointing to each other without realizing the traitor had probably been kicked out already. To be fair, it was only Jorval accusing Filippo mainly of being the traitor, but even after I had kicked Blue Dragon Lord out of the guild, I was also having my doubts about everyone's loyalty. But I only had one real suspect in mind. So I did what I had to do. And started offering a reward for anyone who killed Henry or any of his known alts. I know, I'm a genius. But soon after, another person showed up and it became super suspicious that he had broken into our guild hall, but I honestly didn't think it had been him. He was just messing with us, at least for now. Then I went to defend one of the mononodes in Meridian because it was being attacked by this creatures called Zeos, which drop this colorful stones which are very expensive and quite rare, but can't be stored anywhere and can only be used unless you get 3, one of each color, red, blue and brown, but since I only got 2, they were pretty useless to me at this point. Johan offered to give me his loot after I said I had gotten nothing, but after realizing he was giving me rocks of the exact colors I already had, I handed them back and he proceeded to show me he was absolutely rich in this game. I also found this area behind the tavern windows, went to farm gear and HP, and logged for the day. Now at this point I must mention this was the exact day I had a car accident and my car got shit on by a big bus, so I was already $500 down, and when I got home, I logged into the game only to enter my guild hall and be immediately invaded by this guy called Professor Chaos, who didn't say nothing even after I asked him nicely to leave. He started getting dangerously close to our guild's defenses, so I did what I had to do, and started attacking him. He told me to stop, but at this point I had enough. It was only after he attacked me a couple times that I got reminded I still can't do shit against other players in PvP, and even after now having around 200 hours of in-game time I got absolutely no chance of defending myself as someone decides to kill me. I called for help and some of our guildies arrived soon after, only for Deadeye to also get inside our guild hall one more time. At this point I kinda gave up since I had already had a shit day and was ready to quit the game since I had spent the last couple days recovering from getting trolled and making absolutely no progress, but I managed to calm down and keep forward. Jarvel also attacked Filippo, accusing him of being a snitch and a mole, but actually got really mad when Filippo started defending himself and almost killed him. I proposed they went to the arena to solve this like true chads, but Jarvel refused, and Filippo called him out, which made him bald a bit, and so he left the guild claiming he would come back once I took care of the mole. At some point during this Henry tried shit-talking me again by saying one more time something about my banner and him being the victim of the terrible things that I brought to the society of this world, but he has clearly still not realized that what happened to him was merely a consequence of him being hated by the whole world. I actually did not realize he was trying to shit-talk me until I was editing, since I was actually quite occupied discussing how cool it would be for me to now be the Orange Bandit. Since I had defended my guild hall earlier and attacked someone in the world, I had been given an orange name, which is pretty cool, or at least I thought so until I was told I would not be able to interact with NPCs and anyone could attack me anywhere without any consequences. So I went and got a pardon from Meridian's judge, Gar, who also was checking how many people other players had killed, and I saw the hacker Vincefield had actually 455 confirmed kills. I don't know if this is his total kills ever or just in some period of time, but it's still quite a few. Then I got this mask from Deadeye as an offering of peace, as he meant no harm and was just joking around. Now I will mention we got into round 2 of the Assassin's game, and a few moments after I joined, I had Joseph JJ asking me where I was, as he wanted to show me something. I outsmarted him so hard, he was actually clueless as to where I had gone, until he realized I had outsmarted him and escaped into the safety of my guild hall. Then I waited around 10 minutes so my black dagger would recover, and ambushed Joseph JJ. Only to get absolute dog shit RNG, and get killed by yet another assassin. I'm starting to see a pattern here. I also missed another event, where they spawned this humanoid orc, and since a bunch of people got involved, it actually went pretty big. Even a mana node was moved from its place to the orc's boss chamber because of this, but I'm not really sure of what happened since I was not actually there. And here I find myself, yet again with an uncertain future within Meridian, without any relics, close to no progress made within the last 30 hours of gameplay, harassed by player killers that I basically stand no chance against, and left with a broken guild whose members' loyalty was crumbling. Can I endure the path I have been chosen for? For now. Only time will tell.